So, hello everyone. So in this video, we'll be installing Node through. We have different ways, there are different ways to install Node in your system, and you can install it directly in your system. But we'll be following one specific way, that is through NVM. So before installing Node, we have to install NVM. So yeah, so if we search for Node here. So we will have this official website of Node.js, and if we go to download page, and then we get this. So yeah, as I said, there are different ways to install this into your system. So this is just one of the way in which you can install it. npm, you can use npm, you can use Node, and there are different ways to install it. So yeah, these are all the different ways. So in this video, we will be discussing more about, this will be focused on installing it through NVM. Yeah, we'll go to NVM in different ways. Yeah, and yeah, this is NVM Node Version Manager. As the name says, it will be our way to manage different versions of Node in our system, and that totally depends on to the project which we will be working in future, or which we'll be currently working on. Like if we are working on a project that requires a specific version of Node, for example 10.00, yeah, that can be a version 10.0.0. So you might have to install it, and uh, yeah. So if we will be switching to another project that requires 12.0.0, then you have to uninstall that older version, that is 10.00, and install this newer version that requires 12.00. So I think you are getting my point. So if I just put this in short, you are required to install the older version, uninstall the older version to install the newer version. So, what I suggest in this case, and what the official documentation also says, you can use something called as NVM. So, yeah, that's what we will be using. So if we click on this NVM, then this is the official GitHub repository for NVM. And uh, yeah, this is the NVM. So it is currently it is mainly built for Linux and Mac OS machines. It is not officially built for Windows. So what we will do, there are many alternatives to with which you can run NVM and get a real feel of it on Windows also. But yeah, there will be alternatives. So if I click on this install and updating, then we'll get to this. And if I just scroll it over to uh, this, there is a section, yeah, this one. So you will get it as NVM Windows. So if I click on this, so we'll get this repo. This is by a this is just an alternative which I earlier said, this is by Cory Butler. So yeah, if you scroll over to this section, then you can see this tiny little button which says download now. So you can just click on download now. So as it is, this is highlighted in this repo also. Like this is not the same thing as NVM, as I currently as I earlier said. Uh, this is not the same thing as NVM, but this gives you a feel of NVM. So yeah, that what we want. Uh, so ultimately we will get the same thing for Windows also. So if I click on this download now, then it will go to this page. Then you just have to scroll again to this part which says NVM setup. And as I just said, the scope of this video is to download NVM in a Windows machine. So I will not be going over for the other parts of it. So we'll just focusing on this. That is download NVM setup.exe, that will be for Windows. Uh, Later in other videos, I will also like make one video for Linux and Mac also that I will also cover. So yeah, uh, NVM setup. If you click on this, then it will install one setup for you. I have already installed the setup earlier, so I will not do it now. But you can, yeah, you can go ahead with it. So you will get uh, the yeah, you will get the setup. So if I go to my download, yeah, this is what we will get. If I click on this, then if I click on yes, the agreement, you just have to click on this accept this agreement. And if you want to change, you can change this path. I will keep it as default. Running Node.js, you can also change this path if you want to. Then just simply click on this install button. So yeah, setup is finished. So if you have to check this NVM that if it is already like if it is installed or not, just have to go to your terminal. Yeah, and this is the thing which I did. You don't have to do it. Just close it. And you just remember this thing. You have to run it as administrator because sometimes it gives a fault. Like it is suggested there on their website also. Like just run your terminal as administrator while you are changing the versions of a node. So sometimes it doesn't change. So you just have to keep this in mind. You just have to run this terminal as administrator, which I just did. So if you type NVM, then you get this. So this confirms that you have installed NVM successfully in your system and it is running on the version 1.1.12 currently, which is the latest version, I suppose. Yeah. So, and these are all the commands which you can run using NVM, and you can just go through this by pausing the video or like just installing the NVM into your system also. So if I, yeah, so yeah, just let's install some version for it. Let's just suppose if we use NVM install the, sorry, NVM install the most recent LTS version, for example, like it is stated for latest current version. So if I just type NVM install LTS, so it will take some time, and now it is saying it is installing version 22.1.1.0, and that is the latest version which just got like installed successfully. So if I just check my version, which for which I can use this command node -v. So it will take some time. As you can see, yeah, the term node is not recognized, and that is because we have not typed this and we have used 22.1. This is the command which we have to type to use that version into our system. So if I type nvm use 22.11.0, then it is saying, yeah, now using node v22 this version, and now you can check with the same command. Yeah, now it is saying 22.1.1.0. So yeah, now in my system, I have installed the latest version of Node successfully. And so, what I can use with like what is NVM? So NVM is just a Node version manager, which helps you to manage different Node versions in your computer, and with which you can also like, for example, if I give you an example, you can just switch to different versions using Node, using NVM. So let me just give you an example directly through my terminal. So if I use NVM use, if I want to install say 18, it will install a version of 18. Like I will just type 18. So if I use this, so this is not the current command. It says like this is not the correct command. This says node v is not installed. So first we have to install it to use it. before use it. Like before using it, we have to install it. So NVM install 18. It will just install 18, some version of 18, and now 18 is also installed in our system. And if I want to use it, then the documentation is really good. Like you can just follow this. Like if you want to use this, you can just type in this command, and then yeah, it will use that version only. So for different projects, you might need different versions also of Node. So yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, yeah, thank you.